I see a lot of talent in the far-flung regions, the mountainsides, the islands. A lot of talent that's wasted. A lot of them left to do jobs they didn't want to do. I see a lot of articulate young kids who have so much potential to do so much more in society just be left out because there aren't any opportunities in the areas they live and of things beyond their control, like where they were born, their economic status, the livelihoods of their parents, which they have no control over. Ideally, we would have enough social safeguards to ensure that people have the right to self-determination. Our future is reliant on our future workforce. We can't just focus on KPIs now and then see the company grow. What happens in the next generation or the generation after that? How do we create transformational change? How do we invest in talent? And how do we ensure that the systems are in place, the safeguards are in place to preserve the quality of talent that we have now? We need to be able to create the jobs that people want. And more than just the jobs themselves, people are after the salaries that they want to be able to afford the lifestyles that they deserve. It's not enough that we understand the problems that the older generations have imparted on us. We also have to take responsibility for the generations to come on how we react, how we move forward, how we can be more proactive, and not repeat the same mistakes. These young kids or young professionals who want to break into this space, to understand the fundamentals of what it takes to make it in this space, would relate to these kinds of people, to understand the challenges, the sacrifices, the amount of time, blood, sweat, tears needed to actually get a startup off the ground or to be part of that career journey that they want to be in an ideal space, right? So more representation and more diverse pool of talent, primarily from younger people that have gotten, proven themselves in the space. Organizations need to understand that no two young people are the same, and that in order to be truly part of the conversation, we need to have actual opportunities that provide depth of participation. Participation in itself is not a metric, it's not measured rather by just plain old diversity. We have a lot of old people and we have one token young person. It's about the podiums we provide, the opportunities we provide for these young people to speak, to be heard, and at the same time, the amount of responsibility, I guess, the older crowd take into ensuring that whatever is agreed upon, whatever is talked about, is actually transformed into action. I've been part of a lot of these types of dialogues. I've been the youth representative so many times. But at the end of the day, it's the kids' table. So they just listen to us when we cry. But the entire time, they're not really listening to us. So it takes a special breed of politician or executive to actually understand that the concerns of young people are of equal importance, if not more, because our future is reliant on our future workforce. To be able to see how much better people perform when given these safeguards, when given this type of assurance. You hear a lot of older generations say that Gen Zs, us millennials, are quite entitled. But at the same time, although I do agree to a certain degree, I see a lot of awareness that's been raised on what people can do. Hence, what else do you expect us to feel, right? Normal millennial would want a great job, great family, a house. But these are things that we can't afford with the economy that we're burdened with, right? We have no choice on the matter. We need better jobs. The reason why the gig economy is so active is because people just aren't making enough with their 9 to 5s, right? And people are seeing that things like content creation, selling shoes on the aftermarket, make way more money than jobs that actually provide value under the previous generation's perspective, like 9 to 5. So what I'm trying to get at is leaders need to see it from that perspective. It's not just people wanting or thinking that they deserve more. It's about understanding the drivers behind why people are complaining, why people are asking for more, and why we refuse to sit down and just take it, as a lot of people say.